The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
An argument arose among the disciples about which of them was the greatest. Jesus realized the intention of their hearts and took a child and placed it by his side and said to them, "Whoever receives this child in my name receives me, and whoever receives me receives the one who sent me. For the one who is least among all of you is the one who is the greatest." Then John said in reply, "Master, we saw someone casting out demons in your name, and we tried to prevent him because he does not follow in our company." Jesus said to him, "Do not prevent him, for whoever is not against you is for you." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
We see in the Gospels the disciples arguing amongst themselves and expressing that sin of pride. You know, who's the best? Who's the greatest? Who's his favorite? You know, those kind of things are going on, which people tend to do. And then we have Job, who was a prosperous man in his day, and in one day he loses it all. And yet he has such gratitude for what God has given him. He has such thanks for what God has done for him. But despite losing everything, he doesn't blame the Lord. He thanks God for everything. And he reminds us exactly how we came into this world and exactly how we are going out of this world. We came here with nothing. We leave with nothing except the hope and salvation. You see, that's the real point of gratitude. Understanding that everything we have is from God. And if we allow that gratitude to build within us, then we will be like Job. We will be a righteous person. We will not sin. And even in our responsorial, it says, "Though you test my heart, searching it in the night, though you try me with fire," and certainly Job was tried with fire, far worse than probably any of us can imagine. But it says, "You shall find no malice in me, no hatred in my heart, not despising the Lord for my life, but being grateful for everything that he's given us." And so, my brothers and sisters, we ask, how can we grow in this gratitude, this wonderful virtue? And I think there's a couple of things that we can do, a few things that we can do. As best as possible for us in our fallen state as humans, we need to seek humility. We need to seek the understanding that everything we have is from God, and that we give thanks to him in everything that goes on. And in our society, I think one of the things that we can do, again, to the best of our human ability, is to avoid materialism. Avoid being caught up in stuff. Taking the time to understand that it doesn't fill our hearts, it doesn't fill our souls, and it ultimately doesn't lead to our benefit. If we get so tied up in pursuing things that we forget about people, we forget about God. And finally, and I know this is probably a challenge, especially in this time that we're going through, is to resist worry and anxiety. Worry and anxiety brings stress. It takes you away from God. You know, if you really want to overcome worry and overcome anxiety, quiet yourself in prayer. Spend time in adoration. See, my brothers and sisters, if we do this, if we bring these things to fruition in us, then that spirit of gratitude will grow, that virtue of gratitude will grow, and we can be humble, and we can be thankful, as Job was. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to leave you with some words from St. John Paul II. He says, remember the past with gratitude. Live the present with enthusiasm. And look forward to the future with confidence.